Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll give it to the running back. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype for this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Ball carrier tackled there.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds this defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. He's swarmed by the defense.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they stop him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they'll set up for the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Punt team ready to boot it away. On the return, it's Jefferson. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Running right through tacklers. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's got some room to work. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. One team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Hits this one off the side of his foot. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. Running with purpose. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The Hilltoppers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. This offense is still clicking. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. North Texas's offense is back out there now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the single back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He hands it off from the gun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's caught downfield. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Catch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms not much in the gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Oh, look at the quick cut. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Off the play fake on first down. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. They'll run it to the left. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Stop near the goal line. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. And now to try here for the extra point. After the PAT, they trail 28-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. This offense has been clicking so far. But they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
What a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter. But the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The Hilltoppers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep shot caught out of the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mean Green. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop.
28, North Texas, 14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. The Hilltoppers pick up enough yardage for a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. And the Hilltoppers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Hilltoppers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Now that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And this one is right through. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Gives it to the back. Running with purpose. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Hilltoppers will kick it deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. North Texas's offense is back out there now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down, looking for the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team a fourth down.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Back in motion now. There's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to scramble. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. They'll try the option play here. Breaking tackles. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Hilltoppers will bring their punt team on the field now. And he gets it away. A directional kick with pretty good distance. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. 1st down here for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
38, North Texas, 14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. A fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the Hilltoppers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Quarterback's got it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. The Hilltoppers have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. More set of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Western Kentucky, 48, North Texas, 13.
Here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
He's going to take off here. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays in 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
call the draw play here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Ball handed to the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the deep...
Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
First and 10 half the offense.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got it near the end zone.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Second down and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, North Texas. This offense really clicking. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover.
Play by this defense, trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice gain.
Pressure is coming. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's running out of time here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's second down. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive linemen? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.